something.
Okay.
I know it's gonna. Okay, here we go. Alright, so I know this is gonna shock a lot of you guys who are watching this, but you know, I don't understand like how to play Tetris. Like even after Daniel explains how to play Tetris, I just don't understand it. You know, so guys, don't make fun of me in the comments section. You know, however, I actually like puzzle games despite that. Essentially, the main puzzle games I like to play as are basically ones where you have to like match the colors. Like for example, Dr. Robotnik's movie as an example.
Alright.
But yeah, in terms of Tetris, it may not unnecessarily be a good game for some people out there, depending on whether or not they can get the hang of it. But well, I do know is that Tetris is one of the most popular puzzles that's out around years.
Also, I'm just wondering if you guys want to bet that after the game is done, I don't have a single, I don't have a single bonus star, whether I earn it or not. Like, you know, I'm just wondering if you guys want to bet it's gonna happen.
Alright, well, Dominic's in the lead by just a little bit over Daniel. Luke not far behind, and I'm in last place.
And there's just why I'm bringing this up is because, it's because I already know for a fact I do not have the mini bonus. If anything, the only bonus I can see myself getting right now is a flow cook bonus.
Ooh, 20 coin bonus again, let's go!
Also, Super Mario 63. And also, guys, I'm wondering why I play Super Mario 63 even when the computer is so shitty that it can't even run it.
If you guys don't know what Super Mario 63 is, it's basically a fan-made PC game. I'm pretty sure I have experienced a little bit of it, but what I do know, it basically does combine the elements of Mario 64 and Mario Sunshine.
Alright.
Yeah, Super Mario 63, I do like the game. I just wish that the game actually ran properly on my computer.
Alright.
I mean, if I remember, it did ran slightly better when I set the settings to slow settings, to the low settings, and then that's slightly off, but not by much. Okay, game, can you like not give me 2 ones in a row? Okay, thank you.
I have a feeling Luke's gonna get the next star.
But what I was saying right here, that Tetris is a classic puzzle game for tons of people out there. The Tetris games that I've played, Tetris Party and Tetris 99, I do say those are really good games overall right here. And speaking of Tetris Party, I don't know if you guys know about this, but there is actually a deluxe edition that they made this for the Wii, in case if people never bought the WiiWare version of it.
Alright, Luke, go ahead and get this.
Sticking there, because his lid was literally right there, so I don't know what I was thinking. Hold on.
And that's gonna give him the lead.
Now, while it's cool that there is a deluxe edition of the Tetris Party released for the Wii, I'm not too sure about it or not yet. It still looks kind of cool, but with me having the WiiWare version of it, there's not really too much of a point in me trying to get it, but we'll just have to wait and see.
Is he gonna get... Nope, not yet.
However, Mark does have a golden light, so if he decides to use it.
Well... Let me see.
Well, I'm just saying, because keep in mind that Luke is literally right in front of the star.
Yeah, I mean... I would need at least a 9 in order to get to the shop, and then I could always buy another one. But yeah, considering that Luke is right there, yeah, I think I'm just gonna use this right now.
It makes sense because it's good. Because you only have like a 10% chance to get a 9 anyways.
Yeah, and plus, on Luke's next turn, he would have easily been able to roll into this again. But now, because I'm using my own pipe, I basically force him to use his.
And it's a good thing that Mark used it when he did. You know, guys, he would have been way off in terms of getting it.
So all of us now have 3 stars. This is very close.
Plot twist at the end, it's using X-ray vision again, to where he's back in the game again.
Even though I don't have any kind of power as that.
Well, in imagination, you do. But all kidding aside, I do have an idea of what Mark is going to do here. Okay, never mind. I got it wrong.
Okay.
Now, what I do know about different games is that there are just some people out there that just never get out of these. The big thing of the WiiWare games were pretty bad, especially since they were exclusive titles for the Wii that you could only get from the Wii Shop channel. And
Unless you want to do Sonic 4 episode 1, because that was released on multiple systems.
Really?
It's true right there. Because there are some games that they may not necessarily be exclusive, but it is
Okay.
still nice to have.
I think the lag made me hit that post.
While it is nice that this was on the WiiWare service, they unfortunately never released Sonic 4 Episode 2 on there. And the reason for that is because they just didn't have enough file size to make it work on there, which is a big disappointment. And they would have made it work on there. I would have easily bought it for sure.
But now Daniel only has 2 options to get it. One is if he gets it on the PS3, or two if he gets it on his iPad. Since they did release it on iOS and Android.
Yeah, we also more of the game around there. We are better off getting the PS3 version of Sonic 4 Episode 2.
Even some of this now, we got a 1.
So, basically for the WiiWare titles out there, from what I do remember, you didn't have that many of those yourself, but from what I do know, the only ones you didn't have from the WiiWare were TV Show King 1 and 2.
Yeah. Well, mainly because they were Game Show-esque titles, so...
Yeah, it definitely made good sense for you to get those back in time when people could access the Wii Shop channel right here. But yeah, it is cool that you did experience those. But it would have been nice if you would have actually experienced more WiiWare games back at that time before the Wii Shop channel posted. Take this as an example where I do know there were a couple of Pokemon games that they had. Basically, in terms of Pokemon games that they had with WiiWare service, there was My Pokemon Ranch. That basically was one of the first WiiWare titles that I do know about. WiiWare games first became a thing in 2008, and My Pokemon Ranch did come out in that particular year. And there was also Pokemon Rumble that they had as well. I actually experienced the demo for it, but just never got the full version.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Pokemon fan myself. From what I've experienced on the demo on Pokemon Rumble, it was actually a pretty nice experience. I wish I had the full version of that.
Yeah, well, I was wasn't really into Pokemon games like that much at that time. And even if I wanted to like get those type of games from the WiiWare shop now, I wouldn't be able to do that.
Well, unless you sail the 7 seas, but
Yeah, which would basically
provide a good point either way.
Yeah, which would basically mean modding my Wii, but I don't know how to do that. So
Well, it is pretty easy to sail the 7 seas, but I'm not going to say how to do it because Nintendo ninjas. We all know how Nintendo loves to get rid of them sites. Wink, wink.
yeah, but the Wii's an old system, so I don't think Nintendo would even care at this point for that.
Actually, they do care. Because they literally shut down a 3DS emulator. Despite the fact that at the time when they shut it down, the 3DS, and despite the fact that the 3DS at the time, Nintendo still shut down the 3DS emulator. At least back at that time.
Yeah, just like I was saying before, it is a big disappointment that both the Wii shop and the Wii shop are all shut down. If you would have gotten to know about them sooner more, then maybe there would have been a chance that you would have actually gotten the downloads of your titles out there. Who knows?
Possibly. Alright, hammer drop.
And since you're actually playing this game right here, there was actually a time right here where it was playing this.
Ow!
The minutes worked out, and I love this.
Ow!
And I managed to get over 150 overall.
Ow! Okay, can we stop jumping on me?
I wasn't aiming for you, Mark. I was aiming random people.
Oh, okay.
That's not really even trying to do that because I was just ground pounding randomly especially whenever the big money showed up because I didn't want anybody getting them.
Okay. Well, even this...
Because trust me, I'm not like what Mark did back in Build Blast where he's aiming for me exclusively.
Alright, well, despite that though, I still managed to get 27 coins, which isn't too bad.
And from what I was looking at the map right here, I don't really think I have much of a choice but to risk it. I got free to go home.
Yeah. And also I ended up cursing myself on the previous turn. Just so I could, mainly because one, the three of you kind of had things that could have overridden it, and two, I kind of needed to get rid of my curse in case the item star comes up at the end. And I believe, Daniel, you are about to get star number 4.
No, he is getting it, for sure. Because he was literally one space ahead.
And for what I needed to get to it, that is.
And because of where the stars spawn, you're just barely dodging chance time.
And also, Danny hacked the game again, to the point where he hacked the triple dices to get where he made the dice rolls be really high, so that way he can do the stuff.
Even though obviously Dominic is joking around with that, I was only gonna say right here that basically with the kind of risk that I have right here when it came to the triple dice, I'm glad it actually worked out well for me.
Well, Daniel, I hope you enjoyed taking back first place, because Dominic's about to take it right back.
Yeah, I might be so sure about that, Mark. Because for all you know, I'm gonna get a 1, a 2, a 3, or a 4, and then I'm not gonna be able to get it. So that's what I'm saying. For all you know, so that's why I would be celebrating. What did I tell you?
Well, you're landing on the bank at the very least.
The only other way to possibly see myself feeling a story from Daniel is it Mark decides to not use his work thing.
Yeah, I mean, but there's a chance it could end up being someone else.
Well, but Mark, keep an eye out that that a lot of bad things happen to me in Mario Party, so I'm more likely to be targeted. Well, provided you decide to use your work thing in this turn.
Well, it could end up being one of Daniel or Luke, though. You never know.
Yeah, but I'm 99% sure it's gonna get towards me. I'm not sure because it's just probably. Let's just say you decide to use it, Mark. Don't use it right away because
Well,
because I get don't use it right away because what I want to do is I want to turn on my vibration just to prove a point.
so you are that sure that this warp block is gonna switch places with you?
I'm 99% sure it will, but I forgot. Where's the thing to where the vibrations turned on? Because I forgot where it's at.
And yep.
I found it. There we go.
Oh wow! And I rolled a 1. Oh.
Wait. What did I say?
That you were sure it was gonna switch with you.
No, well, that's him, and I literally said to not use it right away. If you don't believe me, look at the footage.
Did you try to say that you're trying to turn on this vibration on the controller first so he can prove the point of what you were saying?
Oh.
Please the way to people who find out that they're switch from your warp block and it's and when the controller vibrates, it's how they know it's loud.
That's what I said, right? You don't believe it. Look at the footage. And what do you know? Regardless if the vibrations turn on or not, I was right. What did I tell you, Mark? I'm getting freaking revenge on Daniel too.
Yeah, and this is the case for Dominic is saying that it does feel like itself. And that's no longer God loving
Did all this time?
I mean, I don't mean to sound like somebody to dig or anything, but that just comes to show how good Mark's listening skills are.
Okay, I fought all this time, but no, Daniel Luke just got that one.
Because like I said, I literally said don't use it, and it was not right away, and he does it anyway. And that's what I said. What did I tell you? And like I said, regardless if it was turned on or not, I was right the whole time.
And even so, right there, for what you were thinking about there, Mark, or what Dominic was trying to say, as the one back with one spot Dominic was saying, some people never are.
I mean, I don't mean to sound salty or anything, but that's why I said what I said. That should probably show how good Mark's listening skills are.
Yeah, sometimes I'm not exactly the best when it comes to listening to instructions.
You know what? Fuck it. Sorry for the F-bomb, but fuck it. May as well, considering what Mark did in the previous turn. Well, and also sorry for running me too loud, sorry.
And even so, you still gotta try your best to go make it go all but what I did earlier with the triple dice.
Well, it's not gonna matter because Luke's gonna get the star guarantee since he got the custom dice here. So that's not gonna matter.
Anyways, before we forget on this, there is one new card I did get recently, not that long ago, not so last week, I do want to roll for right here. This time around, I was able to get a Lamborghini Diablo TT, and the way I was able to get that is basically for a new kind of special event that is currently happening. Then right here, for what I am talking about, there's a festival event that's going on, and it's not going to be worked out the same way like the Eastern extravaganza that happened recently, where you basically collect speed test companies, where you buy some exclusive stuff there on the parade. Right here. There's basically featured cars in there that you can get, like what they did for the Eastern extravaganza. And basically, when the event first started, 3 of those featured cars I never had before. The Lamborghini Diablo GT one, but basically the other 2 that I never had, I haven't had enough. I'm gonna basically work hard on that event right here to see if I can get some cars I can buy options as well. So wish me luck.
And thank God I did not land on Bowser. Alright, so I unfortunately am not going to be able to get another golden pipe, but I do have enough money for a Star Steel. Luke, give.
I guess I'm hoping Rick can steal whatever it is he wants to steal. But if I was Mark, I would have stolen it from Daniel right then and there, regardless of the placement that Luke is in or not. You know exactly what I mean, Daniel. Don't lie. Exactly that I'm talking about.
That wouldn't have made any sense though, because I would have still been behind Luke by 1 star.
You guys seriously don't think I'm fully through you.
Yeah.
Then again, right here, I point here on why you are saying that. So, I wasn't exactly blaming that regard. Why you're doing stuff.
Basically, why I bring this up, Luke, since the J can't comprehend that kind of thing. It's because, basically because Daniel still got away from me during that long term from earlier. After all, it's called revenge.
Yeah, it makes sense this way right here. Because it was already wrapped up right here that something this happened right here involved that said person right here. But say you want to pay that, and depends on the situation we're in.
Well, all...
Yeah, Seymour, at least Daniel understands why I was so away from Daniel, instead of Luke, Daniel sees why, and regardless of the placements, it doesn't make sense on principle, but the actuality, the reality is, because something like Daniel did to me in the previous, not the previous turn, sorry, but during that one turn, it just makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, as long as you can remember, sometimes in terms of that happened earlier in the game, that you can get a good feeling right here for what some opponents have been playing on right here.
Alright, well... 9. Alright, well, no star, or no shot for Daniel Renner.
I think I know what Daniel's laying on.
Oh god.
Oh no. Well, we went to this last turn with 4 stars each, but that might be changing right now.
Sounds far away from him. Let's go to second base, please.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, okay.
Give 20 points to Bowser.
You're lucky because if Bowser was someone to start away from you, I would have celebrated by screaming. And by that I mean in my head, not out loud. Leaving my
And I believe
what I would have done.
I
literally scream in my head, cheering for Bowser. I literally would have.
I think that's the first time. I think that's the first Bowser space this whole game, wasn't it?
It was.
Oh,
Yeah, so Daniel's now in the running for that bonus. And okay.
Yeah, how much money do you guys want to bet if I didn't get a single bonus? You know, at least in terms of the results screen.
Well,
That's what I bet. Like seriously, the only one I could possibly see myself getting is Slowpoke bonus, but that's it.
well, you're in position to beat Daniel in a tie, no matter what.
yeah, man, again, the next Diablo GT, and also that we died not that long ago. I have a very exciting news to share. That I'm now at garage level 18 on the game.
Nice. And what is Luke gonna land on here?
Okay, good. Luke didn't land on Bowser, and Luke landed on Bowser, and if Luke would have had to give away a star towards Bowser, I would have been sad for Luke because he's literally in last place right now.
Well, him and Daniel would have dueled first.
Well, yeah, and then the Bowser space would have functioned.
Alright.
So you didn't need to trademark that mark. I already knew what would have happened.
Alright, I had a 90% chance of winning the Bowser space, and thankfully I just dodged it.
Alright, what is this stupid fun game? Okay, at least we're not doing...
Two were losing.
At least we're not doing Forest Pursuit. And looking at Forest Pursuit, I wouldn't even bother trying.
Alright. So,
It's still anybody's game, considering that it is very, very close.
yeah, so we're gonna go into the bonuses with 4 stars, but in terms of money though, Dominic is
Seriously. Like every party, I always expect to get bad luck all the time. Or at least most of the time it's not that.
well, you are in position to beat all of us in a tie no matter what. So,
Yeah, but that's even assuming there can one moment.
well, I guess we're gonna find out in a minute.
I don't know why was lagging so bad.
You guys just never really know what might happen until we actually see.
Okay, guys, you making movie console, I'm not getting it.
Sights here.
Like I said, I'm more money than this little poke, and that's it.
And that's Daniel. Slowpoke.
Oh, come here! Said I'm gonna be gone right here with the first one.
Me.
Okay, so because I didn't get one of the bonuses, how much money do you guys want to bet I didn't get a single bonus according to the results screen? Okay.
Well,
It didn't feel last place, so at least...
Luke got last.
Not really.
Luke gets last and I win.
Plot twist. Ron gets last again. I'll get a side to John Mark, I guess.
Yeah, way to go, Mark.
Alright.
Yeah, but if I would have won Northern Dead anywhere, so we could go take Dominic on that. That'd be okay. But, you know, well, that being said, alright, let's see. don't know how. Because if we look at the overall results, yeah, the rich bonus I got,
Mini game, it looks like would have been me.
Looks like to me, that was the only,
Alright.
oh, wait, yeah, so the rich bonus, it looks like, okay, so the only ones I got were the rich bonus and, shopping bonus, also funny number.
I had red,
Items bought and
Luke had happening.
respectively. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, that's why. Okay, never mind. But yeah, so it means that in order for me to have one, I needed either the shopping bonus or the item beauty bonus, and actually no, I lied. The only two bonuses I would have gotten were the rich bonus and the shopping bonus. Because the item use bonus, I was one off because of Mark. So with that being said, yeah, so I guess I was wrong in terms of what I was thinking originally. But at that point, I may as well have not gotten any of the bonuses in terms of the results screen wise, because I didn't get any bonuses during the actual bonus ceremony.
Yeah. And the difference between me and Daniel there was 8 coins at the end. So, very close game.
Yeah, I say so.
More like a bullshit game.
Alright. Alright.
All kidding aside, GG's, all kidding aside.
Alright. Anyways, we are gonna have some NSO fun next week. I'm not sure what the game for that will be just yet, but we got time to figure that out. Anyways, until next time,